this is Helloangel.design. Today I'm going to show you how to make a pillowcase dress. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click that subscribe button below and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will be notified. If you're just stopping by, thank you for watching. If you have any question, make it on the comment section and let's get started. First thing what you have to do, if you're making a pillowcase dress, take the measurement of the child that you're making it for, decide the length and the weight that you want. So I am making this for 2 to 3 years old child. So the length of the dress is 22.5 inches, that's 22.5 inches, while the width is 32 inches. So what you have to do, put the both front together, because I folded it into two, that is why it's 32. So this is just the half of the fabric. So fold it into two like this. Make sure the front are facing each other. Take a pin along. Once you have done pinning, take it to your sewing machine. Give it a straight stitch all the way to the end. So before you stitch the both sides together, make sure you take it to your ironing board so you know the midpoint of the fabric. This is the midpoint. Fold it into two, iron it properly, then you know the midpoint of the fabric. Just press it very nicely and then you can go ahead and stitch all the way to the end. Once you have done stitching, place your stitch line at the mid part of the fabric. So take your pin and pin it in place. This is how it is. So the next thing to do is to measure the armhole. All you have to do, take your measuring tape, from the top measure inside 2 inches, and then you measure down 5 inches. So the next thing is to draw the armhole. So use your armhole curve to draw the armhole. So I will just use my armhole curve right now, and I will just, you see the way it is. Once you have done it like this, and you also come to this other side, you will do the same thing. So I will just cut this out. So I can use this one that I cut as a pattern and trace it around and then cut this other side. So go ahead and do the same thing. I have cut the both armhole, as you can see. The next thing to do is to use your bias binding to stitch the both armhole. You can either make bias binding by yourself or you can shop a bias binder. As you can see, I'm using a purple bias binding because the fabric has a purple flower. So what you have to do, as you can see right here, this is the front of the fabric and this is the back of the fabric. So place your bias binding on top of the front of the fabric. Place it like this. You can take a pin and pin along. So once you have done pinning it all around the armhole, take it to your sewing machine, stitch across, and then turn it like this and fold it inside the dress. So I will show you how to stitch the bias binding on the armhole. So if you're stitching a bias binding on a dress, make sure that your bias binding is the same line at the armhole, as you can see right here, and make sure that your needle is in this line, not outside, it's in this line. So place your presser foot, make sure you back stitch at the beginning, back stitch at the end. So the next thing to do, once you've done stitching the first part, the next thing to do is to turn it inside like this, and then turn it again. Or you can decide to just turn it only once, and then when you stitch, the purple bias binding is also showing on this other side of the dress. So I would just prefer to turn it one time and then turn it again and give it a top stitch all around. I have stitched the armhole together. As you can see, this is how it is. The next thing to do is to fold the neckline. As you can see, fold inside 3/4 inch or 1 centimeter, and then fold it again 1 inch. So once you're done with that, iron it properly. So do the same thing on the other side, and take it to your sewing machine. Just give the top stitch to the end, and then you will do the same thing on this other side. I have given it a top stitch all around. This is how it is. The next thing to do is to attach a different fabric on the bottom of the dress. So I cut these pieces. This is what I'm going to stitch on it. You can decide to use a different fabric, or you can decide to just take your dress, fold it and fold it again, and give the top stitch all around. So if you're going to attach a different fabric on your dress, so all you have to do, fold it into two. So the width of the fabric is 4.5 inches. Fold it into two and place it on your dress like this. So place it like this. Take your pin around. This is how it is. Once you have done pinning, take it to your sewing machine, give it a top stitch all around. So go ahead and stitch that in place. I have stitched it in place. This is how it is. It's very, very beautiful. So, and you take it to your ironing board, you press it very nicely. The next thing to do is just to give it a top stitch all around. Once you have done with that, then you take your strap. My strap is not so long, so I have to cut 2 straps. So I'll cut, this is my strap, 2 pieces right here. So I will put them together like this, and then stitch across, and then fold it into 2. Once you have done doing that, just go ahead and give the top stitch all around, and then turn it inside out also and give it a good press. I have given it a top stitch all around to the end, as you can see right here. And I also stitch my strap and iron it properly. So if you stitch a very long strap like this, you want to turn it inside out. Just fix your pin and work your way through. Fix it like this and just keep going like that. It's very easy. So the next thing to do is to raw edges inside. So just push it inside like this. You see the way it is. Once you have done it like this, just take it to your sewing machine and give it a top stitch, and you also do the same thing on this side. I have stitched it in place. This is how it is. The next thing to do is to fix your office pin. Just fix it inside like this, and then try and turn the strap like this and fix it inside like this. So if you have not subscribed, please click that subscribe button below, and don't forget to click the bell sign so that you will be notified. Thank you for watching my video and have a wonderful day. Bye.